You ain't got anything to say?
About what?
Well, about nothing, apparently. I mean, there was a new hire here today.
Okay.
I wasn't introduced to her. I don't know what she was doing here.
Had you been on time, or had you let someone know that you were going to be late, or had you text me back when I asked you if you could come in?
I was in the store. When I got here, I was in the store. Keon's behind here doing something with the safe. And then
I texted you Thursday and asked you if you could come in because I didn't have anyone to cover the shift.
you didn't tell me that.
I didn't text you.
You texted me, could I come into work? It was my day off.
Did you respond?
Nope, I sure didn't.
But as my manager, you could easily say no. But
You-
you didn't.
you
And this
didn't
is not
get a
the-
response.
This is
What
not
did-
the first time. This is your third time.
Okay. I'm not beholden to you when I'm not on schedule.
You're not. But
Okay.
as my manager, either you can have open communication or you don't.
Okay.
You can't expect me to say something to you when you're on the clock, but then when you're off the clock, you act like you don't know anything.
You could have called me if it was that.
I have 1,001 things to do.
And I have 1,001 things to do also.
So then respond as that. Hey, I can't do it, and I can find coverage somewhere else. But not responding.
Your text message was, I know this is a long shot. Let's just clarify. When I'm off schedule,
Because this is it you don't never respond.
I don't have to.
You don't.
No. Then what's the problem?
It's not a problem.
Okay.
But at the same time, don't tell me that you want hours. But when it's open to you, you don't respond.
Listen, you give me hours when you feel like giving them to me.
You're a grown adult, so if you do not want to work, say that. But
Look-
not responding is disrespectful.
But I work. Don't let's not play
I didn't
that.
say that.
Okay.
But what I
Well,
said
don't
was-
imply that, Keith. Don't imply
I
that.
said
Okay. Let's be clear.
respond because it's disrespectful. Because when you want to answer about something, you want someone to respond to.
I don't ask. You know why I don't ask?
correct?
Because of the way I get treated around here. So I don't ask
How you
anything.
get treated, Joseph?
You don't know? Where you been?
I haven't been here apparently.
Apparently.
I can't read minds. And
Okay.
like I told you from day one, if you feel that way, you use your words.
Okay. So did you know there was a new hire starting today?
I did
Why didn't you tell me?
because I put her on the computer. She wasn't going to be on the floor. I
She
put
wasn't
her
on the floor.
computer.
But you didn't even tell me that she was
You
here.
wasn't even here when I got here.
It doesn't matter. You left here. You could have said, "Hey,
You
Joseph,
were
there's a new."
late.
Okay,
And
so
you actually was over 15 minutes late.
okay. And do you think it was intentional?
Did you call anybody?
No, I was on the bus and my phone was off, so my apologies. It was not intentional. I never come here late intentionally. I got an issue with my car. I'm trying to get it fixed. Okay, so I'll take that one.
Did you
'Cause-
apologize to the person that was on shift?
Who?
Because the
Who
person
you
on
talking
shift
about?
was
Keon?
waiting for you.
Who, Keon? Is that who you're talking about? He
Yeah.
don't get no apology from me. He don't get none. He don't get no apologies ever from me. Has he apologized to me for
Like
the way?
I-
Wait a
this
minute.
is not- this-
Has he
this-
No,
this-
it's not new.
this
No, it's
will
not
not
new.
be
It's going to
tick
go
for
on.
tack.
Okay. Well, has he apologized for his behavior up until this point? No. I don't do no apology to him.
Behavior
He's
and you
rude.
being late-
He's rude and disrespectful.
You being late is your fault, not
Okay.
his.
I didn't say it was his. That is my fault.
Exactly.
Okay, then.
So, my bad. The bus was late.
Listen.
Because just like you want to get off when it's time for you to get off, he wants to get off.
I don't ever complain about when it's time for me to get off. Not once have I said that to you.
What
That's
I
what
said was
you just said that.
accountability for you being late to the person that has a whole nother life just like you.
Please, look. Do you think he left here when I got here? Do you think he left here? Why don't you ask him how long he was here afterwards?
I'll see the time sheet.
Yeah, because he was here an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours probably.
Doing what I told him to do.
Okay, you didn't tell me nothing about it. I'm the manager on duty. Well, maybe I'm not the manager on duty. I'm just, I don't know what I am sometimes.
Could you have figured out the safe? Would you have known who called? If I said Joseph, call somebody for the safe. I asked.
How did he know?
I asked him because he knows the store.
Okay.
He knows who called. Because
Then why don't you just say
apparently
that?
it's not
Hey,
right.
Joseph, look, I'm sure, Keon's doing something with the safe. Why don't you communicate? You want to be
Because you don't
communicate.
communicate.
Okay.
I'm not gonna communicate with somebody that can't simply say a yes or a no.
Okay. All right.
When I see you, then we talk. But
Okay.
even then, that don't get anywhere.
Okay.
Because everybody want to be confrontational over. We all are grown. So this tick for tack. cannot deal
I don't
with
have confrontation. I don't like rude and disrespectful people, and he's rude and disrespectful, and he can stay that way. I don't have no issue with that.
You both are rude and disrespectful.
Okay, well, you can call it whatever you want. I'm
I
telling
am calling
you,
it
like
what
I
want,
told you
and
before,
I'm calling what I
he's
see.
rude and disrespectful, and let it be that way. I don't have no issue
Both
with
of
it.
you had
I
your
don't-
fair share. It's
look,
not on one person.
Okay, I don't lose no sleep over it. I come do my job.
I don't expect you to.
Okay, and I'm not
but,
going to.
But if you're gonna point out, and he gonna point out, you both need to point out your wrongs.
Okay.
Not just one person.
I'm
wrong.
never rude and disrespectful to him. Never. When I address him by his name. I am a man. I'm not a punk. I'm not a bitch. Okay? Don't get me on the wrong side. When I speak to him, it's Keon. When he speaks to me, it's like I'm a complete stranger, and that's okay because I know who he is. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And so, therefore, the back and forth communication between me and him, it'll be just like it is. I'm okay with that. I don't lose no sleep over it. I'm still coming to work. Still going to do my job.
Just because you two have an issue.
I don't have an
it,
issue.
It shouldn't.
I don't have an issue. I don't
it
have an
shouldn't
issue.
become a business issue.
I don't have. There's no
You don't have to
business
like
issue.
Each other. You don't have to even talk outside of work. But when you're in work, communication needs to be communication.
Have you ever heard me?
That's what it
Have
needs
you
to
ever
be.
say? Have you ever heard me say to him that I didn't like him? Have
No.
you? No. Have you heard him say that? You've never heard him say, "Hey,
Maybe
I
once.
don't like you," 2 or 3 times. But that's okay. I'm a grown man. I'm not even upset about that. I'm thinking about the girl who was here as a new hire. What? I asked her. I said, "Did Keith give you any instruction?" What do you think she said?
I told you her honors.
She said, "He really didn't tell me anything." Now that's the impression that I didn't say anything. I said, "Okay, okay." But look, Janaya, I don't know your last name. Okay, look, my name is Joseph. I'm the assistant manager, evening shift, whatever, manager on duty, whatever. Listen, I want to apologize on my behalf because I can't apologize for anybody else. If you feel that you've not received great communication, let me apologize for my point of that because I didn't know what to communicate with you because nothing was shared with me. However, as the future goes on, if there's anything you need from me, please ask. If I don't have the answer, I'll do my best to find the answer for you. Are you working tomorrow? Do you know? No, nobody's told me anything. Of course, that wasn't me.
It's getting out to everyone,
Okay, fine.
even her.
All right.
But
I know.
will
I know I'm off on
reiterate-
I know I'm off on Sunday and Monday. I know that, right?
So far as I know,
Okay.
as I made the schedule.
Yeah, because I've already made plans. We talked about this the other day. That's what you said. I don't have no issue, Keith. Just a simple, okay, she's here, new hire person. Her name is Janaya. She's going to be doing islands. No problem, because I run the shift on my own anyway. It's no big deal. Not for me, it ain't. I do the best I can do with what I got. And I do that. There's a bin left over there. I don't know, but I did whatever I could with that. One left over here. Push to the back. Did the best I could. That's what I do. I don't have no issues. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I promise you I'm not. Not at all. And if you choose not to communicate with me, I'm okay with that. I promise you. That's not going to stop me from doing my job.
I didn't say that, but to get something from someone, you have to actually do
Okay.
the same thing.
Okay.
If you don't want to come in, I cannot force you. But a yes or no would suffice.
Did you think I was coming in after you didn't hear from me?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, I have a life like
And,
you have.
and you are entitled to that.
Okay.
You're not getting my point. My point is, as my manager, if you do not want to come in, say that.
Sure.
You don't have to.
Okay. Right.
But
Okay.
just a yes or a no
Okay.
will suffice.
I completely forgot about it because I was doing my life.
But
So,
this is not the first time.
it might not be the last time. I mean, you
Then
know what?
don't expect the same thing from someone else.
Okay.
Is what I'm telling you.
Okay. When I'm
Because
off,
you
I want to.
can't- You can't assume. You can't want something that you can't do.
When I'm off, I want to be off. Don't you want to be off when you're off?
I haven't had a day off in 2 weeks.
But that's your job.
No, it's not.
Aren't you the manager?
My job is to run the store. And
Okay.
my job is not to work over 70, 80 hours. That's not my job.
Okay.
My job is to make sure the store runs. That's my job. My job is not to always be in here.
Well, I get it. My job's not either. But I want to have my time off when I have time off. I would like to have my time off. There will be occasions, I'm sure, where you might ask, hey, Joseph, would you mind working this day or whatever? And I don't have a problem with that. But Monday I worked 11 hours straight. I didn't get no break. And Tuesday I worked 11 hours. So I need time for my
Why
feet.
you didn't get a break?
Who was I going to get a break with? There was nobody here.
Yes, it was.
Who was?
You had a cashier.
Who? Oh, Kendall?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was no reason why you didn't take a break.
Oh,
You
okay.
chose not to take a break.
Oh. Oh, you know, oh, I remember why. I know why now. It's because I was trying to get stuff done that need to be done. Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad.
That doesn't
Okay.
reflect, because you can still get stuff done with taking your break.
Yeah,
Like everybody.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's responsible for taking their break.
Okay. All right.
That's the law.
Well, I know it's the law. I know that.
So y'all choose not to do it, that's on y'all.
All right. But when there's no one here, I can't do it.
If there's no one here, there's plenty of times with no one here. When I'm here.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
That's just, as a manager, you just sometimes you're going to be by yourself. That's just how it works.
I don't have no issues. You don't hear me complaining. Do you hear me complain about anything? No, you don't. You ain't got to answer it.
That was not my point.
It was my point. You don't hear me complain. I don't complain about anything. I come and do my job. I do the.
Everybody complains.
Well, I do the best that I can do, and I don't say nothing. And I like to keep it like that. I don't like being a complainer. I even do more when I can. But if I can't, then I can't. So are you closing the store or what? Because I could have done that.
I need to
And I loaned in as well. Because I didn't know nothing.
Keon told me he told you everything.
Told me what? Keon told you, he told me what?
He said he told you about the money issue. He told you about the save.
He said there was an issue with the safe.
He
I'm trying to fix
explained
that.
everything to you.
He didn't explain jack squat.
Um,
He never gave me access. He never gave me the new. Is there a new code to the safe? He never gave me that. I don't have none of that. So I don't know what he explained. He didn't explain that.
he told me he bought new batteries for the safe
Uh-huh.
that I paid for.
Uh-huh. He gave me the code. He gave me the access code as well, did he? Is that what he told you?
He didn't tell me that part, but
Okay.
he said his exact words is, I explained everything to do with the safe.
Well, I'll tell you
And
what he said.
I
He
told
said
you
there was an issue with
only
the
take
safe.
money because it's hard to get into the safe right now.
Okay, he said that there's an issue with the safe. I'm gonna fix it. You don't have to touch it. Then he went outside and smoked I don't know how many cigarettes, and then he come back in. He's like, "Well, I need to leave that open. You need to watch the safe." And then you texted me and said, "Watch the safe. You're the manager and do it." And I'm gonna tell you, like I'm gonna tell him, I'm not responsible for when you open the safe, bro, and leave it open. No, I'm not.
It got stuck. He didn't leave it open.
I
It
don't
got
care.
stuck.
I don't care. You don't get to walk
If
around.
you are behind here,
No.
I'm
I'm not responsible.
Watch it. It's just common
Okay.
sense.
Then if I'm watching the safe, then I can't do other stuff. So I can't do both things. He just prancing, he pouncing around like he's in charge of whatever. No. You don't get to. No. I don't know what he thinks, but he gonna get straight. I guarantee you that. Again, I don't have no problem. He could have said, "Oh, the state safeguard stuff." He don't want to communicate. Look, I don't have no issue. He don't want to communicate, and I think it's best that we don't. That's what I think. He don't need to communicate with me. He really don't. I'm good. I'm good on that. That was all he said.
Yeah.
We have an issue with the safe. I'm gonna fix it. Then he said, "Well, you can take cash now," and I'm like, I don't think I should. I didn't say this to him, but to myself, I'm like, I don't think I should listen to that because I have no clear instruction on what is going to happen with this safe, whether it's going to open or what. So I didn't take no cash, and a good job I didn't. Because if I'd have listened to what he was saying, yeah, guess what we'd be doing right now? Something else. Ridiculous. Customers are complaining, but don't bother me. I'm gonna do what I can do. Next time you text me, as a courtesy, because you were decent enough to ask me, I will respond. How about that?
That's all I can ask.
Okay. I will respond. Yay or nay. I won't miss it. I was engrossed in doing something else. So let me apologize to you for that. For that part. Let me take accountability for that. How about that? Is that decent or what? Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, yes, I know, right? Don't do that. Because I could have responded. I could have. I didn't.
I would have been fine with that.
I know. I know you would have been. But I got sidetracked. I was doing something else.
Pretty
And
sure I would have said no.
yeah. But I got sidetracked. And when I was doing, and the next thing I know, it was 5:30 in the morning. I wasn't going to text you at 5:30. Yeah, hey, guess what, Keith? Sorry, whatever. That's what time I got in the bed. 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Something like that. Computer froze up again. It wasn't taking EBT card for some reason as well. Just, I don't know. Who closed the store? You did? Yesterday? Yesterday? Why aren't they doing the paperwork?
Huh?
Why isn't the paperwork getting done?
I didn't have no knowledge that I don't go to paperwork until it's time for me to do the report.
Okay. All right.
But I didn't know it was done.
Well,
But I will find out.
forget I mentioned it. You'll see when you look at it, whether it was or not. What is it you're doing right now?
Printing out their tenant report. So I can
We still can't open the safe.
well, I'm gonna try.
I don't think we're gonna manage it. I heard him talking about something like new code in the midst of me dealing with customers, but he never actually said it, so I don't know.
And you didn't take no cash?
None, not one nickel. And I was determined not to. Unless I saw some clarity going on. I didn't see no clarity. I don't like to be in the midst of confusion. That would have been a whole different problem. And I want you to know, Keith, when I'm responsible for that safe, I don't want nobody touching that safe. I don't. I don't play with money. I already told you that. I don't play with it. And I don't like people playing around with it. I don't want anybody fingering it while I'm responsible for the safe. At all. I don't like it. And I don't trust nobody with money. You know that. If you don't know it, you know it now. I don't trust nobody. Not when it comes to money. Do you need my loan paper or no? Because I didn't actually use the drawer.
Did you put it in the
I did put it in I did loan in.
did you put out your report?
I haven't done the report. Huh?
I said, oh, because you only took cars.
Yeah, I only took card. I didn't take no cash.
So
Because if you hadn't come,
you declare for 100.
because if you hadn't come, I was just gonna close the store. I was just gonna leave. I mean, I know what else to do. Declare 100. Huh? Is that what you said? got someone waiting for me for my ride.
Right,
'Cause
right.
I didn't know what he was doing.
I'll fix it.
So I can clock out down here then, or what?
Yeah.
It should go without being said. However, I'm not happy about it. My car is still in the shop. I'm not happy about it at all. Jay, I don't like catching the bus, I can tell you that. Clock out over here. Really? We did that earlier. You have to fix it.
The middle one don't work either?
If I'm going to be late in the future because it's still an ongoing issue, I will text and let somebody know. I don't have everybody's number, but I got yours.
Text the group.
I could do that.
And get to everybody.
I'll text the group. My apologies, I'm going to be late, whatever. Okay. I'll lock the outside. Niggas get on my nerves, though.
Fucking stupid.
I know it. Hey, my roommate just got in. I'll talk with you later.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetheart.
it's okay.
She said, "Oh." Good night.